Imagine this for a moment. A man walks into a room full of people. He notices her, not because she is the most beautiful woman there, not because she is the loudest or even the most confident in appearance, but because something about her energy pulls him in like a magnetic force. This isn't about looks. This isn't about makeup, fashion, or status. This is about something deeper, something invisible, yet undeniable. It is the energy a woman carries and how it transforms the way a man loves her. Men often think they choose women logically, based on attraction, compatibility, or shared values. But the truth is, a man is deeply influenced by the energy a woman radiates. That energy can either make him love deeply, remain committed, and invest fully, or it can push him away, leaving him distant and confused. So in this video, we are going to explore, through the lens of female psychology, how a woman's energy changes the way a man loves. By the end, you will understand why some women seem to inspire loyalty, devotion, and affection effortlessly, while others struggle to keep a man's interest alive. And trust me, what you are about to learn could completely shift the way you view relationships. Chapter 1: The Power of Feminine Energy. Let's start with a fundamental truth. Men and women are wired differently. Masculine energy is about doing, achieving, conquering, and solving. Feminine energy, on the other hand, is about being, feeling, receiving, and nurturing. Now, this doesn't mean one is better than the other. It means they complement each other. And when a woman fully embraces her feminine energy, something shifts inside a man. Psychologists often talk about the concept of emotional contagion. This means the emotions and energy of one person directly influence the other. If she carries stress, tension, or bitterness, a man will subconsciously mirror that energy. If she carries peace, warmth, and radiance, he will feel more relaxed, connected, and open. Here's the key. A man doesn't fall in love with what a woman does for him. He falls in love with how he feels when he's around her. That's why feminine energy is so powerful. It makes him feel alive, inspired, and deeply connected. Chapter 2: Why a man falls in love with a woman's energy, not just her looks. Let's be honest, looks attract, energy sustains. A woman's physical beauty may catch a man's eye, but it is her emotional and spiritual energy that captures his soul. Think about it. How many men leave beautiful women? How many celebrities, models, and influencers are left heartbroken even though they have the perfect look? The reason is simple. Looks fade, but energy lingers. When a woman is nurturing, playful, calm, and authentic, a man feels safe to love her. But when a woman is constantly negative, critical, or emotionally unavailable, no amount of beauty can keep him invested. Here's a psychological fact. The male brain is wired to seek peace in partnership. If a man associates a woman with drama, pressure, or constant tension, his brain registers her as a stress trigger. But if he associates her with comfort, inspiration, and positivity, his brain lights up in pleasure and reward. This is why men often say, "I don't know why, but I just feel good around her." That's energy, not logic, not looks. Chapter 3: The Feminine Energy that Inspires Devotion. So, what kind of energy makes a man love deeper? Calm presence. A woman who doesn't overreact to every situation creates an environment where a man feels safe. Safety builds trust, and trust builds love. Playful lightness. Men are often burdened with pressure, responsibility, and problem solving. A woman who brings joy, humor, and playfulness helps him escape that weight. That's addictive. Authenticity. Pretending, fakeness, and masks drain a man. But when a woman is real, when she shows her true self, it creates intimacy. Supportive energy, not controlling, not mothering, not bossing, but supporting. A man flourishes when he feels encouraged by a woman's belief in him. And radiance, not just physical beauty, but an inner glow that comes from self-love, gratitude, and peace. That's the kind of energy no man can resist. And here's the secret. When a woman embodies this kind of energy, she doesn't have to chase love. Love naturally flows toward her. Chapter 4. The energy that pushes men away. Now, let's flip the coin. What kind of energy makes a man pull away, lose interest, or even stop loving? Controlling energy. When a woman constantly tries to control how he acts, thinks, or feels, it suffocates him. Masculine energy needs freedom. Critical energy. Constant criticism, nagging, or pointing out flaws makes a man feel inadequate. And when he feels he can't win, he stops trying. Anxious and clingy energy. Overtexting, overcalling, and constantly seeking reassurance drains attraction. It feels like pressure. Negative energy. Complaining, gossiping, or always focusing on what's wrong makes the relationship heavy. Here's a golden rule. A man may tolerate drama, but he will never be inspired by drama. Chapter 5, the science of energy exchange. Now, let's go deeper into psychology. Neuroscience shows us that human beings have something called mirror neurons. These are brain cells that mirror the emotions of people around us. It's why we yawn when others yawn or feel tense when someone near us is angry. This means that a woman's emotional state directly transfers into her partner's brain. If she is calm, he becomes calm. If she is anxious, he becomes restless. That's why wise women throughout history have known that their energy sets the tone of the relationship. When a woman embraces her own inner peace, she doesn't just change her life, she transforms the way a man loves her. Chapter 6. The hidden feminine power men rarely talk about. Here's something most men won't admit openly. Men don't just fall in love with beauty, sex, or admiration. They fall in love with the feeling of being loved. And a woman's energy communicates love more than her words do. A warm smile when he walks in the door. Genuine excitement when he shares his passions. A calm, reassuring tone when life feels heavy. These little things change the way he loves. Because in the end, men may act tough, logical, and detached, but deep down, they crave the softness of feminine energy. It's what balances them. It's what heals them. It's what keeps them coming back. Chapter 7. The motherly energy. The first type of energy many women naturally carry is the motherly energy. This is nurturing, caring, protective. It shows up in the way a woman cooks for a man, checks in on him, comforts him when he's stressed, or reminds him of his responsibilities. Now, this energy can be very attractive, especially to men who grew up craving comfort or who lacked maternal warmth in their childhood. Such men may quickly feel attached to a woman who provides this sense of safety. But here's the catch. If motherly energy dominates the relationship, the man stops seeing her as his partner and starts seeing her as his caretaker. And what happens when you feel like someone is your caretaker? You lose attraction. You stop feeling desire. You stop seeing them as your equal. That's why many women who do everything for their man end up feeling unappreciated. The energy is received, but it doesn't inspire deep, romantic love. Men may love motherly energy, but they don't stay passionately in love with it. Chapter 8. The playful energy.
This is the energy of fun, laughter, lightheartedness. It's the woman who makes life feel exciting, unpredictable, and joyful. Men absolutely crave this because it balances their heavy masculine energy. A man who spends his day dealing with pressure, deadlines, and responsibilities finds it intoxicating when a woman makes him laugh, teases him, or brings out his inner child. Playful energy makes a man want to spend time with a woman. It makes him associate her presence with pleasure and relaxation. But here's the hidden truth. If playful energy isn't balanced with depth, a man may love being around her, but not see her as the one. He may call her fun, exciting, amazing, but still not take the relationship seriously, because playful energy without stability can feel fleeting. Chapter 9. The Queen Energy. Then comes the Queen Energy. This is the energy of self-respect, boundaries, and dignity. A woman in her queen energy doesn't beg for love, doesn't chase, and doesn't settle for disrespect. She carries herself with grace, knowing her value. Psychologically, this triggers a man's admiration. He feels he has to rise to meet her standards. He feels inspired to give his best. Unlike motherly or playful energy, queen energy commands respect. It makes a man commit. It makes him see her as long-term material. But here's the danger. If queen energy becomes too rigid, it can feel intimidating. If a woman is only serious, only dignified, only in control, a man may respect her, but struggle to relax with her. That's why the secret is not to choose one type of energy, but to balance them. Chapter 10. The Lover's Energy. Now we come to the lover's energy. This is the sensual, intimate, passionate energy. It's not just about physical intimacy, it's about emotional intimacy too. A woman in her lover's energy knows how to make a man feel desired, appreciated, and deeply connected on every level. This energy is powerful because it awakens a man's primal instincts. It makes him feel alive, wanted, and bonded. It's the kind of energy that makes him chase, pursue, and prioritize the relationship. But again, if it's the only energy a woman shows, it risks reducing the relationship to passion without stability. So the real magic is when a woman weaves together the motherly, playful, queen, and lover energies. That's when a man not only falls in love, but stays in love. Chapter 11. Why balance of energies matters. Think about it like this. If a woman is only motherly, he may feel cared for but not passionate. If she is only playful, he may feel entertained but not committed. If she's only queenly, he may feel respect but not relaxed. And if she's only lover-like, he may feel passion but not stability. But when she flows between them, when she can be nurturing one moment, playful the next, strong when needed, and sensual when inspired, then a man feels completely captivated. Because the truth is, men don't want perfection. They want emotional variety. A woman who can shift her energy based on the moment keeps a man's love alive. Chapter 12. The Psychology of Masculine Response. Now let's understand this from a man's perspective. Men are drawn to polarity. Masculine energy is attracted to feminine energy because it's different. It creates balance. When a woman radiates calmness, a man feels relief. When she radiates playfulness, he feels joy. When she radiates queenly dignity, he feels respect. When she radiates passion, he feels desire. It's not about manipulation, it's about alignment. A man responds naturally to the energy given to him. This is why some women effortlessly inspire men to love deeply, while others struggle. It's not about what they do, it's about what they radiate. Chapter 13. The Silent Influence of Energy in Daily Life. Here's something most couples don't realize. It's not the big romantic gestures that determine the quality of love. It's the daily energy exchanges. How she greets him after a long day. The tone of her voice when she disagrees. The way she listens, or doesn't. The energy she brings into the home. These small daily energies are like invisible threads weaving the fabric of love. Over time, they create either warmth and closeness or coldness and distance. Men may not always articulate it, but they feel it, and their love grows or shrinks accordingly. Chapter 14: How Energy Shapes Commitment. Now, let's address one of the biggest questions women ask. Why do some men love me but never commit? The answer often lies in energy. Motherly energy: he loves the comfort but doesn't see her as his equal. Playful energy: he loves the fun but doesn't see her as stable. Lover energy: he loves the passion but doesn't see her as grounded. Queen energy: he respects her but may fear approaching her. But when a woman blends these energies, she creates the perfect storm. He doesn't just love her, he chooses her. Because commitment is not born out of pressure. It's born out of inspiration. And a woman's balanced energy is the greatest inspiration of all. Chapter 15: Real-life scenarios. Let's put this into real-life examples. A woman constantly scolds her man for not doing chores. Her energy is critical. Over time, he avoids being around her, even if he still loves her. Another woman greets her man with warmth, even if she's had a hard day. Her energy is welcoming. He feels excited to come home to her. One woman tries to control every detail of the relationship. Her man feels suffocated. Another trusts, supports, and lets him lead at times. He feels free, and freedom makes him love harder. It's never the words alone. It's always the energy behind the words.